and welcome back to Bridgerton Fancast. It's been a very long time, but we're back today with a little mini podcast because there was some really exciting news recently in the Bridgerton universe. Just in case you forgot all about us, and who can blame you, it has been like 9 months. My name is Rita, I'm the book fan, and with me is Michelle, the newbie to the Bridgerton world, and I'm dragging her on this journey against her will. If you want to find us on social media, I'm at Rita Bites on Twitter and Instagram.
And I'm at Musings on Twitter and Instagram, and yeah, it's not like you have to use much force to drag me on this journey. Oh, man. So since we last spoke with you, or spoke to you, there has been a lot of dramatic announcements. Firstly, of course, Regé-Jean Page announced he wouldn't be back for season 2, surprising almost nobody who read the books, but horrifying the rest of the world to the point that it was breaking news everywhere.
Diana Ross had to intervene and everything. She was tweeting at Netflix to sort it out. It was so dramatic.
A few weeks later, Netflix renewed the show through to season 4. Insanity after only airing 1 season. And then season 2 finally started shooting in April, and that was really exciting.
But forget all of that drama. We're here to talk to you about this past weekend when Netflix hosted Tudum.
Tudum?
Like Tudum at the beginning of yeah. They were trying to be cute. It was
no, stop Netflix. Don't
stop
don't
it,
do
Netflix. They called it an online global fan event. It went on for 3 hours.
Oh, whoa.
Where they released a bunch of exciting new content for viewers from a lot of shows. But guess what, people? I didn't watch any of that. Most excitingly for me was the Bridgerton section. Now, first of all, there was a little interview section featuring Nicola Coughlan, who plays Penelope, Jonathan Bailey, who plays Anthony, and of course the 2 new girls, Charitha Chandran, who plays Edwina Sharma, and Simone Ashley, who plays Kate Sharma. We got to meet them as they discussed what it was like to join the show.
I never really thought it would happen because my mum and I, we love Jane Austen novels in the Regency period, and my mum is obsessed with Colin Firth's Pride and Prejudice and Gwyneth Paltrow and Emma, and I just never ever thought it would happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I never ever imagined that someone who looked like me would be in those outfits in a show like that.
And they also sort of tried to give everyone hints at what season 2 will be like without actually giving away any spoilers.
Oh, God.
A very difficult task. At one point, Jonathan Bailey just sort of hides behind his notes, like, I can't say anything. I must say, I'm not looking forward to walking the same tightrope with you today, Michelle, because I'm so excited, but I can't say anything.
But what they could say was that Anthony's oniony layers will be peeled and he will be unveiling the inner Anthony. Inside all that exterior mess, that we saw in season 1, but we'll see that occur in season 2. And we also got an answer to what the Kate Anthony or Canthony dynamic will be like.
A lot of arguing.
Volatility.
Yeah, they challenge each other.
But it's very passionate.
Yeah.
But it's great seeing someone like Kate being able to stand up to Anthony and him not knowing how to sort of deal with that. He's like met someone who's really his match. It's like a puzzle that fits together.
Aww.
And then, dear listeners, there was a very exciting moment where we got to watch a scene from season 2, and you will not believe the month I had beforehand arguing with people that they had to show us a clip, because what was the point if they didn't bother, and people saying, oh my god, we're not going to see anything, they haven't even finished filming, and I was right and you were wrong, and deal with it. We got a whole last scene. It was of Kate and Anthony meeting at a ball, or rather outside of a ball in the shrubs. And there were some fireworks, people.
You were eavesdropping.
It was hardly an effort, seeing as you were proclaiming your many requirements for a wife, loud enough for the entire party to hear.
You take issue with my requirements?
I take issue with any man who views women merely as chattels and breeding stock.
None of that was meant for...
Viscount Bridgerton, yes. When you manage to find this paragon of virtue, whatever makes you think she will accept your suit? Are the young ladies of London truly so easily won by a pleasing smile and absolutely nothing more?
So you find my smile pleasing?
In this scene, a clearly quite smitten Anthony attempts to flirt with her when he accidentally runs into her, and Kate is having none of it. She puts him in his place, much needed, and stomps off looking smug as a queen as he watches on in bewilderment.
Since Saturday, we've had a first look promotional photos drop of some of the characters at that ball. And I'm just so excited to hear your opinion about all of it. Like, you can hear it in my voice. I'm like super hyped up.
You're quaking.
I'm so excited, Michelle. Did you like it?
I really did like it. I mean, you know, as soon as you see the photos of the costumes and the promotional photos, and then you see the scene. Well, okay, first, let's talk about the set where they were for the interview.
Yeah, so beautiful.
Holy crap!
When they first dropped the photos of that set, I was like, oh my god, is this show like Netflix's biggest top hit ever? Because everyone else got a shitty green screen, and we got flowers.
We got a garden.
Tea, books, like...
It was crazy, but it was just stunning. And what we've come to expect from Bridgerton, you know, after season 1, you know, they couldn't have given us some shoddy piece of bullshit. No, it had to be...
No green screen for Bridgerton, no.
It had to be Lux. And they did not disappoint. But then you see the scene, and, you know, you see the costumes and the hair, Anthony's hair with the curls, and Kate with her beautiful upswept do and that blue dress.
Oh, and the tiara, the shiny tiara.
The tiara. I was completely sucked back into that universe that I was in when I first watched episode 1 of season 1 of Bridgerton, of just being slack-jawed with amazement over the beauty. But it was so funny watching them attempt to have an interview about the show content and what was coming, you know, and they're all just like, I can't. I just can't.
Nicola being like, end of sentence. That is all I'm saying.
Yes.
You know, no, Nicola, tell us everything. You know you want to. Tell us.
Oh, I just fell head over heels back in love with it.
Good. So what did you think of the dynamic between Anthony and Kate? Because it's very different from season 1.
Yes, Canthony.
I mean...
Canthony? Yes, Canthony.
Some people call it Cathony, but I don't prescribe to that saying. So, Canthony.
What is yours? What is yours?
I prefer Canthony because I have a British accent, and so the Cathony sort of sounds Italian to me.
Canthony. Yeah, Cathony. Yeah. That's better. And I kept calling him Anthony when we were talking about it, as if, you know, he was in like a little bit of Julius Caesar. Thank you.
Yeah, well, they call him Anthony in the show, but for like I don't know how many years ago I read the book, but like, you know, good 15 years at least, I've been calling him Anthony. So I ain't stopping no matter what you try and make me do now.
Oh gosh. Well, you know, the dynamic, I love the dynamic. It is exceedingly reminiscent of our dear, oh God,
Lizzie and
Pride and
Darcy.
Prejudice.
Yeah.
Lizzie and Darcy. The scene in the rain.
Yes.
The scene in the rain.
Go back and listen to our podcast on that if you want to know how we feel about that. It was a lot of screaming. Yeah. It was.
Yes. But I love it. I mean, I am so excited to see someone who is not babbling with, "Oh, Anthony, you are the most wonderful person in the world."
Yeah.
Energy. Because dude needs it. He was a complete ass in the beginning of season 1.
He really does.
And, it's like, all right, fine. See, this is karma. Karma's coming to get you, son.
Karma's name is Kate Sharma.
Yes.
She's here.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that, I'm guessing that naming her Kate may not have been, or was quite heavily plotted. They did a lot of thinking around that because, if any of you've read Shakespeare and The Taming of the Shrew.
Yeah. Or have seen 10 Things I Hate About You. Let's be honest, that's probably more people's vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So clever of you to notice, because the character is incredibly based on her, especially because she's an older protective sister type. So that.
I can't wait. I just can't wait.
I was gonna say, what's your first impression of her as a character, other than her name?
Oh, I love her. I love her. I cannot wait to get more of her energy. She's beautiful. I can see why everybody was squeaking and squawking about how she needed to be this character. And it was funny during the interview, how they knew that they were going to be named as the character, but they couldn't say anything. And then there's all of this social media activity going on, and it was well, we can't say anything.
When Nicola was like, I don't know anything, I was like, I remember when we hounded you for details. Poor Nicola. She's the only one that's really active on Twitter, so we annoy the shit out of her. Poor baby Nicola.
Oh, and I know that in order for me to try and remain as spoiler-free as possible, I can't even look at our Bridgerton Fancast Twitter page or the Instagram account. Nope.
Instagram, I tried to keep it more spoiler-free because it's just pretty pictures. You can't really be like, and this is a photo of blah, 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 who marries blah, 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 and season blah.
But yeah, Twitter is just like the Wild Wild West.
There'll be spoilers everywhere. You better be... I don't know how we're going to survive watching one episode a week for season 2.
Because
the show's so big now. It's going to be everywhere.
Are you going to watch one episode a week, or are you going to binge the whole thing?
I'm going to watch one a week because I feel solidarity to you, and like
bless you.
I also feel like it was actually quite rewarding watching it one episode at a time for season 1, and I took in a lot more than some people who binged it in a day. So I will be.
The temptation will be there.
Yeah.
But thank you. I appreciate that, because it was going to be a very, very lonely 8-week slog.
We can just talk to each other and literally nobody else on the internet.
Yes. Although I know I have a work colleague who I know is just going to consume it in one gulp. And what do you think? What do you think?
I'm going to get us badges, like, no Bridgerton spoilers, please, and we can wear them.
Wear them with pride.
Yeah, please no.
Oh, gosh.
So, what did you expect from season 2 after having watched that?
I expect there to be a lot of verbal sparring. I am dying to see what causes Kate to reconsider her position on Anthony. And I can't wait to find out what that's going to be. And also whether it follows the kind of Austen rule playbook for romantic comedies. I'm assuming that it does.
A little bit, yeah.
But
you cannot predict the thing that makes her change her mind, because I swear to God, it's insane. I mean,
I can't wait.
It's gonna be crazy. Your reaction is gonna be like gold.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's just this is a wild ride that we're gonna be on for, and the fact that they're talking about it like it's super scandalous and really different. I think they've changed a bit from the books. So I probably won't know what's gonna happen week to week, which also makes it fun. And I'm just super excited to go on a journey where I know the end point will be happy, but in between I'm gonna be screaming. Like it's like a roller coaster. You just strap yourself in. Go on this journey. Man. Yeah.
It'll be great. We did say this was a mini-sode, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
We did.
We have to stop.
That's all we've got.
We've got to stop talking eventually.
This week. Thanks so much for listening, and it'll be great to be able to talk about this with you all again as we move forward. And I will say the little blurb at the end of the interview, coming to Netflix in 2022. I was just like, when? It's like, is it going to be like January, February? So I can at least have that to hope for, but
girl,
we're gonna have to wait 6 months? I mean,
well, they haven't stopped filming. They stopped filming it in November. And then,
okay.
So the expected trajectory is March, April, that kind of springtime. I know. It's going to be... Look, the day the trailer drops is a national holiday. We're going to rewatch
It's going to be hell.
Yeah. Oh.
So, okay. Well, anyway, thanks guys for listening. We will be back soon, we promise. Because we want to do a few book club episodes on The Duke and I before season 2 airs. But until then, please follow us on social media to keep abreast of all new Bridgerton news. If you are spoilery, then go to Twitter. We're at Bridgerton Cast on Twitter. Bridgerton Fancast on Instagram and Facebook. You can email us at bridgertonfancast@gmail.com or go to the message page on Tumblr if you need to get in contact. In the meantime, stay safe and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.